here, making a short video clip of viewing the Eternal Calm. And for all my trophy hunters out there that just want an easy silver trophy, I just made this broadcast to just show you how to get probably one of the easiest silver trophies you'll ever get in a game. Literally, you just have to click this button, and then it shows you a movie clip, and you get a silver trophy.
37, 38,
so
39, 40,
yeah.
41. 2 minutes, 41 seconds. My longest yet.
Yuna, it's time!
But part of the reason I'm also doing this video clip is because basically
You're diving like a real pro, yeah?
I just played some
pro,
Kingdom
Waka.
Hearts, and one of the first areas in
don't
Kingdom
know.
Hearts is actually this island that
It's
they're
been
on
so
right
long
now.
since I trained.
So I just thought, you know, I'd come back on here because I was going to originally do this this video clip a while back when I first beat Final Fantasy X, because I actually ended up getting the gold trophy for beating this game. So but I couldn't exit out of the screen without exiting out of my broadcast. I had to restart the whole entire game, so I just never came back to it. But I just figured I had just a few more minutes to broadcast something tonight, and it just kind of all worked out together that I would show you guys this video clip of the Eternal Calm, and it looks like it's being able to be broadcast. It's not a blocked scene, so that's good.
It took practice.
But yeah,
Lots and lots of practice.
I
just
hope
had to
all
keep
of
trying
my
until
fans
I
and
figured
viewers
it
are
out
doing
for
well.
myself.
This is kind of another little channel update as well.
You know what?
I
Back then,
had the last 2
I
days
didn't think
off.
there were any
Some
tricks to
issues
it
were
at
happening
all.
at work that were
didn't
not
have time to
under my
think.
control, basically. So I didn't have to be there for the last 2 days.
And
Well, I was
eternal
sick
calm.
yesterday, and then today I went into
slightly
work
chubby
early
Waka.
in the morning, and they
And
said
my
that I
2
didn't need to
minutes,
be there.
41
So I
seconds.
just hope tomorrow isn't
It's not
similar,
much,
or they're
it's
thinking
enough.
about whatever. I don't know. I'm not worried about it. I've been a good worker there for a very long time, so if someone has an issue with me, they can just come out and tell me. I'm not afraid of anyone. But yeah, I don't know, I'm chilling. I talked online with my friends for part of the night tonight. I got to play and beat Jump Force, which was a good little thing that I got to do today. So I was super happy I got the gold trophy on that game for beating Jump Force. Is like Light and Darkness or something. It's called something like that. And yeah, so I was super happy about completing completing that game. Now I don't know what to play now. So I'm kind of waiting to see what you guys would like me to play. I have, you know, hundreds and hundreds of games to my disposal that I can play and broadcast. I'm just wondering what would be a good game to play. I'm kind of in the trophy hunting season again a little bit, so I'm kind of hunting for trophies. So that's
very
part of the
kind
reason
of
why
you
I'm
to
making this clip, especially because this is just a super easy trophy to get, and I haven't gotten it yet. I was thinking about starting Final Fantasy X or X2, X-2, because I think that is a whole entire another game that you can play for the Final Fantasy series, Final Fantasy X series. Otherwise, I'm probably going to start broadcasting more of Kingdom Hearts and Devil May Cry. I've been broadcasting that the other day. It's not my favorite game in the whole entire world, though. So, but I'm not purchasing any new games. I'm just gonna try to play through some of the stuff that I already have. So it's just been kind of hard to figure out what exactly I do want to play, because I do have a lot of old games that some of them I haven't finished. I've beaten all the new ones though, and even some old ones that I want to go back and play. Like, I beat Final Fantasy Odyssey, for example, and I never went into Atlantis. And I know that's part of beating the game, because there's 3 different ways to beat the game or whatever. I did beat the last boss in the game, which is your brother. You have to fight your brother to the death. So I killed him But or it's like brother or sister, I guess.
I worry
If you
too.
choose the male character, you have to fight your sister. If you choose
I
the
just have to tell myself
girl character, which I
that
did,
for now,
Cassandra,
I'm
you have to
doing
fight your
the
brother
right
to the
thing.
death. So I did fight him to the
understand
death,
how you feel.
but I'm kind of wanting to go back on there and just play the game a little bit, just because it was such a good game, and I just didn't give it enough of a chance. I mean, I did play. I put major game time hours into that game, but I mean, I didn't like completely search everything. That and Final Fantasy Origins, that was another good one. I've also been playing some Rayman Legends. That's just kind of a side game. I've already beaten that game when it first came out, but I never got to broadcast me playing it. So I've just been playing it occasionally just for something fun to sit down and play for a little bit of time, especially when I'm late at work and I come home and, you know, I don't have that much time to broadcast. But I've been broadcasting every night for a solid minute now, and I've been trying to edit some of my clips. Yeah, and then I've also had someone working with me to edit some of my clips to get some of my best moments, and he's been posting on his YouTube channel. That guy, Yakshai Grader. I put one of his videos in my liked playlist, so if you do want to see best of Jesse Culp moments, you can search my liked playlist and find it there. I don't know, I've got a bunch of other games, you know what I mean? I've got God Eater 2. I haven't even started that game because I've been playing God Eater Resurrection before I played that. I've been trying to play games in the series, so starting with the first one and going farther back, or starting with the first one and going to the newer ones, I guess. So like starting with number 1 and then going to number 2 and number 3 or whatever. So so I've been working on that for quite a while. Just a bunch of other games like Mass Effect Andromeda. I'm looking at all my games right now, and Mass Effect Andromeda, I already beat that game on my Xbox, so I really don't want to like broadcast it again. It's just like I love space games, so I might replay it. It's just be a headache, to be honest, because I already beat the game. Metal Max Xeno is another game I haven't yet beat. I broadcasted it a few times, and it's just kind of one of them games that I kind of just like. Other games are coming out, so I wanted to play those new games that were coming out. So I kind of, and then I just forgot about it, so it just started sitting on my shelf. There's a few games that I did complete though, completely, and that I probably won't replay in a really long time. Killzone Shadowfall, that's one of them. I completely beat that game in one broadcast, and I probably won't ever play it for the longest time. Probably never gonna pick that back up. There's other games like Sword Art Online. I've got like Hollow Realization. Now I have been playing the Fatal Bullet just because the DLC is pretty fun to play and it's a funner gameplay, I feel like, than the Hollow Realization. That game just seems like it takes forever, and the characters move really slow, so you can't get anywhere on the map anytime fast, and the map's just massive. So I don't know when I'm gonna play that, to be honest. Dragon Quest 2 Heroes, or Heroes 2, I had a lot of fun playing that game. It's just, I don't know, I've got a few unopened games over here, like Dragon Quest Builders, and I completed part of the new Dragon Quest 11, but they just keep asking for so much extra shit in that game, like that it's just hard for me to like really get into it again. Because like Dragon Quest 11, they said you have to go all the way back in time and then refight the last boss, and I'm like, wasn't too thrilled about that because I beat the game and I beat the last boss, and then they tried to throw on some extra shit. No, I'm not sorry. Just like, I haven't done anything it's wrong. Just like Odyssey, to be honest. So I don't know what I should play, to be honest. So I'm just asking my YouTube channel to the only way I can save the summoner. I'm just asking if you guys could give me some insight on what I should play. Another one, Fallout 4. I never completed that game. I want to see her. I don't know. That's just its own monster in itself. Just because I kind of no, I didn't glitch the game out, but I'm not a cheater. I don't cheat. I just exploit things that people tell me, and I didn't even watch any YouTube videos to find it out. Actually, I had a friend come on and tell me how to get levels faster in that game by crafting. So I mean, I don't know. You guys can check out my YouTube video to see how I did that.
What's going on?
My YouTube video playlist of Fallout 4. But then after I got to a certain point, I was killing the enemies super fast. A different game came up, and then I forgot about it, just like happens with most of these games. Kind of forget about them after I play them for a little bit of time. So that's another one that you can possibly play, put more time into, and get farther. Call of Duty series. Any of the Call of Duty series, I literally have not played through any of the stories in any of the Call of Duty series, and I think the closest one I am to prestiging is Call of Duty World War II. I have like almost every single Call of Duty game, though, that has been remade or been released on PS4. So that's another. I don't know. I'm pretty shit at Call of Duty. I mean, I love shooting games, but it's just like hard to play sometimes because I get killed so quick online. I never play it by myself. I always play it with friends. So usually I save that for when my homies want to get online and start playing.
What if they don't, Waka? What then, huh?
Playing online. So.
One
Game that I really want to play, but it's probably going to be one of the last games that I'll actually get a chance to play, just because I want to be able to concentrate on it, is Final Fantasy XIV. That game, you literally have to pay for a subscription to level up your character and actually play the game. So I want to play that game because I love that game. It reminds me of World of Warcraft, except with Final Fantasy characters. The only problem is I'm not willing to pay a monthly subscription to play a game that I might not play.
Journey again.
So that was a tough one because I really want to get that subscription and just keep playing it. But like I said, I have so many different games here that it just would. I wouldn't get bored of it. I just like, I don't know. I have to keep making different content, so, and I have other games that I can beat, so it's just kind of sitting there a little bit. Another one, World of Final Fantasy. I haven't beat that game yet. I put quite a few hours into it, but it's kind of a little kid's game, but I still have fun playing it. And it has a lot of different Final Fantasy characters in there. It's just like kind of more like, it's like Crystal Kingdoms almost, but it's like you have these little monsters that you fight the enemies with, and your characters look kind of cartoonish. But it's fun to play somewhat. Like I usually use that as a game. Like I really don't have that much time. I'll play like an hour, put an hour into it, and then set it down for a really long time and won't play it again.
A slightly chubby
I guess another big one.
2 minutes 41
because I have a VR headset, so I don't know if you guys know about the VR for the PS4, or if you played VR for the PS4. But one of the big VR games that I have is probably one of the best VR games that's ever come out of all time. Is Skyrim, Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim VR. Yeah, that is an amazing game. But I haven't yet completed it. I actually was in a very high level area with a low level character. I didn't get stuck. I just like was, I don't know, trying to beat this high level area with a low level character, and it was kind of like. It was kind of a fucking trippy situation. Excuse my language, but yeah. And I just beat the Eternal Calm. So yeah, that's just some of the games. I didn't go through all of them. There's quite a few other ones. The Dwarves, Far Cry 4, Far Cry 5. I've got Far Cry 5. I haven't played it. I haven't beat Shadow of the Colossus. I haven't played Yakuza 6. Valkyrie is not even opened. And yeah, Yakuza 0, I still need to play that. Still would like to go through God of War, if at all possible, go through the rest of that. Spyro, would like to get platinum trophies for every single Spyro game and beat the last one. I beat the first two, but I didn't beat the third installment to the Spyro games. Uncharted Nathan Drake collection, I have all of the Uncharted games that I haven't even got a chance to broadcast yet. So that's another huge, long amount of time that it would take me to do that. Yeah, I mean, Far Cry Primal, Far Cry games. What else? I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, Star Ocean, I've got Star Ocean over there that I've been playing, and Final Fantasy 12. Yeah, but I've got all the Uncharted's, and just like, I haven't ever played them. I got them for a good deal. Exist Archive. Luckily, I beat this one over here, beat that game. But not Exist Archive. I haven't played that. I was talking about Horizon Zero Dawn. I can't wait for the new one to come out for that. But I beat Horizon Zero Dawn, and I probably won't ever pick that back up again. There's no point for me to go back into a game that I've almost got a platinum trophy on, besides finding every single little journal in the game. But yeah, I don't know what this is. I'm just gonna click on it to see if it's actually a completely different game or not. But I'm not going to be spending all day on the broadcast for this game. I'm pretty sure this is probably a completely different game. Oh, this is... You can't record your broadcast in this. Looks like it's a completely different game. But I'm going to end the broadcast before I get into this, because I'll make a different YouTube video for this, but it looks like it's a completely different game, so you can data transfer. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you guys on the flip side. Have a good night. Peace.